stealing money, misappropriating funds back early in April by this Board of Education, the Georgia PTA, and Willis Foreman Elementary School principal. And although they knew since April that I had not misappropriated anything, they would not report that. So in May, they sent out a statement after meeting with Georgia PTA and going over the policies and procedures and saying that I did the things according to the way the Georgia PTA policies and procedures are. They never would say that there were no funds misappropriated, that there was no money missing. They would just never clear my name. They only wanted to talk about building the relationship back with Willis Foreman and Georgia PTA. Well, on May the 9th, they had a collaborative meeting, and in that meeting, Georgia PTA treasurer and secretary made it very clear that, one, by me not writing the checks, was that I was doing the right thing. I was accused of putting money into a foreign bank, which they found to be untrue, but they would not correct that. According to the state audit, $4,543.47 has been sitting in that account since December. No money has been touched in that account. And that's the same amount that's in that account. His audit also talked about needing control over, having better control over the process of policies and procedures. I train once a month. I train secretaries, I train treasurers, I train presidents, I train all board members. And that's the clear thing. We do not write checks for cash. Only thing I can do is tell the people who don't do it that they should always write a check to their self and then have the receipts to prove it. Well, at this school, they chose to write checks for cash. Well, the people who wrote the checks for cash were the Willis.
Who in particular?
They were the board members.
All three?
All three. All three have written checks to cash.
Didn't you write some checks to cash?
Absolutely not. Look at the paperwork.
Well, when you're talking about writing for cash, at the end of the day, the information that you passed out shows where the principal of Willis Foreman Elementary wanted to remove you off the, I guess, the checkbook.
She wanted
the bank statement.
Absolutely. She wanted to remove me off of the bank statement, and the Board of Education has a policy that says principals and bookkeepers are not allowed to have anything to do with PTA funds. They shouldn't have any correspondence with the bank, so she's out of line by doing that. But that's the Linda Lamar, Gene Spires, having these principals think that they have the authority to do that, and they don't. One, if you remove me off of the account as a treasurer, you were wrong, and two, I'm the council president. I'm going to oversee everything regardless.
Was it a conflict of interest for you to be treasurer of a school while
Absolutely not. The conflict of interest comes if I am the president of a local unit and then the president of the council. Here's my job as a council. When we go into schools who have problems and we place ourselves in those schools in different capacities, we have schools that money always seems to be the issue, so we send our treasurers, we send our other board members in there to stand there to help them get it right. When they're missing